Hello, darlings. I wanted to talk to you about loving yourself and the stigma around it and what we are constantly feeded with, and the contradicting feelings you get whatever you do. So let's just jump right into it because I have been feeling like ever since I was small, maybe like 8 or something, I have hated myself. At least how I looked. And trigger warning, it has had a lot to do with my weight, and when I've gained weight, I have constantly just been thinking about it all the time. And it didn't help that my parents put me on a diet, or just okay. The thing is that they started a diet when we were like 10 years old or something, and then they asked if we wanted to join them, so we did, and that's where my eating disorders came from. So I have basically been hating my body since I was 10, I think, and whenever I gain weight, I feel like I am losing something. I'm losing my value, I feel like, or felt like. So the thing is that even though, because I wanted to talk to you about the stigma of loving yourself, because if I say I love myself, there's a lot of people that's going to say like, ew, you're so full of yourself, you know? Like, even if I would have said that I'm beautiful, people would have not taken that in a good way. And if I said I was ugly, people would say that like, no, you're not. You're beautiful, you know? And don't say that. That's not nice, you know? So that is also one of the things that I wanted to talk about. Like, again, because I mentioned this in another video, do whatever floats your boat. Like, do whatever you feel like doing, because people are gonna judge you either way. You are always going to be judged, and the key to not caring is to say, let them. You know, the let them theory. Just let them. If they don't have anything better to do than to talk shit about you, let them. Their lives are not gonna evolve for them talking shit about you. You are not gonna get pushed back by them talking shit about you. You're just following your heart and doing what you want to do. So just keep doing what you want to do, and don't let anyone tell you that you can't. Like, it's your life. Live it. That's all we can do. So, loving yourself is weird to me. It's a weird new feeling. I think, like, I've been going through so many like personal journeys, as we all do, but I think that the last 1.5 years has been one of the biggest for me, because I have grown to love myself for real. Like, I'm still, obviously, I'm still sometimes putting myself down, but it's not that often that I used to be. And I am trying to push myself every day to, because I avoided mirrors earlier, like before. I could avoid mirrors as much as possible, because whenever I looked in a mirror, it basically didn't feel like me, because sometimes I felt beautiful and then I walked past like a window shop and I looked at my reflection and I was like, is that me really? And then my whole day would have been ruined. But now I make sure that I always look in the mirror and I always smile at myself. Even though like I went with one of my best friends on a trip in this May, and they had like a huge mirror in front of the shower. That would have ruined me like 3 years ago or something. But I was like, okay, this is how I look. What am I supposed to do with it? Like, what? Everything, like, what can I do except for like staying healthy, like eating healthy, working out sometimes, eating what I want, you know. Like, this is how I look. What should I do with it? I'm not gonna force myself to lose weight just because the society says that I should, you know. And yeah, and also like I have a lot of friends that no, okay, I have one friend that always says like, I don't want to toot my own horn, but, and then she says something good about herself, and then I'm like, why would you not want to toot your own horn? Why not? Like, do it. Say that you're the best, say that you are good, say that you are beautiful, that you have a nice ass, say that you have great tits, say that you have beautiful hair today or every day, say that your face is weirdly symmetrical. Have you seen that? You know, say it. Like, why wouldn't you say it? It's the best thing you can do for yourself and for others, to say good things about yourself. Like, no one wants to hear you talk down on yourself every day. You won't get happier, the people around you won't get happier, no one gets happier. Why are we doing that constantly? Constantly. Just like putting ourselves down. So, but there is a stigma around loving yourself. It is. I know that like people judge you when you say that you love yourself. I know that there are a lot of like really comfortable confident girls on TikTok, for example, and I can be like, when I see them, I'm like, oh my god, she is beautiful, she is so hot, I'm like, I want to be her and I want to be with her, you know. But I open the comments and they are all so hateful. Like, I saw a TikTok, I don't remember any of their names, but there was this slightly bigger girl and a thinner girl walking next to each other. They both looked fucking amazing, and I'm like, oh my god, I want to be both of them, you know. And they were walking and they both looked so good. And then I opened the comments, and then they were filled with this new comment, this trend to always say, it's always the fridge protecting the snacks, you know. So it's the uglier person that is protecting the snacks, which is like the beautiful friend, you know. So the duff, if you've seen that. And I just think it's the most disgusting thing to write on someone's video. Like, she is obviously feeling herself and she obviously looks really good doing it. Why would you write something like that? And it doesn't even just harm her, it harms everyone reading those comments, because I feel like the bigger girl in that TikTok, I feel like, okay, I can work it. Oh my god, that's so cringe. But I can be as comfortable, I can be as confident and like feeling myself and everything, even though I'm thick, you know? I can do that. Why not? She looks freaking amazing. I do too. And then I open the comments and then I'm like, okay. So this is why. This is why I can't do it. You know? It harms everyone, and especially it especially harms our younger generation that has to read those comments over and over again. I'm not really sure where I'm going with this, but I just wanted to talk about self-love and how it is so, like, it's hard either way. It's hard to love yourself and it's hard to hate yourself. But I prefer to love myself, so I'm choosing that. And if you want to start loving yourself more, I am sorry to say this because it's really boring, but all of the like self-love tricks everyone is talking about, they work. So follow them. It's like, look at yourself in the mirror, say that you're pretty, say that you're beautiful, say that you love yourself. Or you don't even have to start with saying that you love yourself. You can just start by smiling, if that's easier, instead of like cringing or looking with disgust. Just try to start smiling at yourself. And then when you get comfortable with that, you can start with small things. You can start with something you like about yourself. Maybe your eyes are very pretty, maybe you like your lips, maybe you like your nose, maybe, I don't know, your hair. And then you can start with bigger things, and then you can just build it up from there. And I don't want to make this so appearance coded, because obviously loving yourself comes from within, and also like our characteristics and our personality and everything, that is equally as important. But okay, it's more important, sorry, scratch that, it's more important, obviously. But I think that our appearance is what brings us down most of the time. So that's why I am focusing on that right now. But if you feel more comfortable, you can talk about, you can stand in front of the mirror and say, I'm smart, I am amazing, I am magical, I'm funny, I'm honest, I am a good friend. And yeah, just find something that you like with yourself and just tell yourself that in the mirror. That helps. And if you are like me, that you have hated your body your whole life or something, I would highly suggest that you look at yourself in the mirror more often, until you get used to it. Maybe even like record something, because sometimes when I started recording videos on TikTok, I hated the way I looked. But now that I have recorded for maybe like 2 or 3 years or something, I'm used to it. Like, this is how I look. What should I do? And you get to know yourself more, because you get to see how other people sees you, which can be scary, but it can also be like, okay, I look like that, and that, like, from that angle, I didn't know that. I thought I looked bad in that angle, but I look quite pretty in that angle, you know? So you don't have to post anything. You can just record yourself while you're talking and everything until you get used to it, because you will get used to it. It is the same with hearing yourself talk. Because in the beginning you're like, ew, is that my voice? And then when you hear yourself talk over and over and over again on a recording, you will get used to it. And you will be like, okay, I actually have a nice voice. So that is something else you can do. You can take pictures of yourself, of your body, and like, okay, you don't have to post them. Again, you don't have to post them. Just take pictures of yourself and look at them and be like, okay, this is how I look. You don't even have to put a value in it. You don't even have to say I'm pretty. You don't have to say anything. You can just say, huh, okay. That's it. And when you get more comfortable, you can take pictures and you can say, I look pretty. I look pretty. So that's something you can do. And you can also, if you have friends or family that you can talk to, you can start making agreements with them, saying that we should not be talking about ourselves in a bad way. So when we hear each other talk to ourselves in a bad way, we should just say, no, remember our deal, we shouldn't be talking like that. And then you like have to say something good about yourself instead. That is a great way to rewire your mind into being nice to you instead of being judgmental to you all the time. Because we are living in this world that is constantly like appearance based all the time. Like everywhere you see super skinny models, you see everything, you know. But the truth is that everyone has insecurities. Everyone you see has insecurities. And we are so wired to hate ourselves. And we shouldn't do that, because it's more fun to love yourself, obviously. It's more fun. And yeah, I really think that it benefits everyone if you say nice things to yourself instead of bad things. Okay. Well, this was a ramble. I don't even know if this went anywhere in the direction that I thought it was gonna go, but hopefully it can help someone. And I think that is what I did. And yeah, oh my god, okay, I forgot about the most important thing that I'm sorry if you can hear that. It is my neighbor. Super sad. Okay, let's hope they go inside. They went inside. Okay, sorry about that. It started raining now. So nice. So I got off track. The most important thing that I have done the last half year, like 6 months or something, I decided that every time I say I don't dare to go out in this shirt, I have to go out in this shirt, that is not for the weak, okay? So if it's like in the beginning of your self-love journey, I wouldn't recommend that in the beginning, but it has helped me so much to just do it scared, just do it. And I actually joined a gym in May. I have never been to a gym before. Okay, I have been to a gym before, but I joined a gym by myself. I went there by myself. I was scared to death. Because I thought that there were gonna be all this buff like guys being like, oh, what are you doing here? You know, everything you just make up in your mind is gonna happen, and that is what makes you scared. But then I went there and it was fine. And then I realized that they had a female section, and it is really nice just to challenge yourself and to do it. Just do it. Like, I think that is the best gift I have given myself all year. Like the last 5 years. I think this is the best decision I've ever took. Well, okay, that was a ramble. So I hope that you are doing very well, and if you are continuing the day, I hope you have a great day. And if you're sleeping, I hope you will have the best sleep of your life, because you deserve it and it's really, really important. Okay, I love you. Take care.